It's day 2 in Panama, and after successfully nabbing a yellowfin on day 1, Jared switches gears and plans to hit the inshore fishing in search of a cubera snapper. Jared and the crew wake up early and ready to get after it, wasting no time getting to the dock and heading out.
We just came up here to our first spot. We're gonna fish inshore. Inshore fishing, I guess, has been really good. So we're gonna try to get roosterfish, cuberas, stuff like that. I mean, I love this kind of fishing more than anything. This kind of fishing, I think, speaks volumes for kind of fisherman you are. Being able to fish inshore like this and catch these fish. So I'm excited about it. My first couple of casts here, we'll see what happens. One of my favorite fish in the world to catch on a popper is a cubera snapper. I think I was spoiled severely my first couple times to Panama because I would go down there, you fish these couple rocks, and you would catch cuberas like it was nothing. So I'm like, it's easy, nothing to it. I haven't caught one in like 5 years down there, so this is my year. This is a Shimano Orca popper. Never really tried it before, but I heard they work, so we'll see. On a stick bait, depending on where you are, some people believe in like a twitching action. Some people believe like a long, slow, like a long, slow retrieve with pauses. I don't really think it matters. Just kind of bouncing around. There's a huge storm behind us that looks gnarly. So we're hoping that the storm stays inshore and leaves us alone. It's the end of the rainy season in Panama, and we kind of know that we're going to have to battle rain and storms kind of the whole week. Honestly, we're a half mile from the lodge. I think that we're going to catch, small rooster fish, maybe a snook, nothing crazy. What's the theory? If something can't go wrong, it will. It's exactly what happened right here. So I cast out, I'm skipping across the surface. 2 small cuberas come up. I mean, not monster cuberas, but small ones. Small hooks. And because I was too lazy to change out my hooks, I lose the fish. I'll change the hooks out. I had a chance to get a cubera on a stick bait, which was my goal. But because of angler error and not being more proficient in what I do as a fisherman, I lost the fish. That's what I get for being lazy. And we had a couple more fish come up behind them. It looked good. Storm moves in, runs us off, we get rained out. That just goes to show you, never be lazy. Whenever you're fishing somewhere, always take all the steps to make sure that when you do get that strike, you do get that bite, that you catch the fish.
We heading in, Jared?
Let me get out of here.
It seems like luck's just not on the crew's side, with another rainstorm forcing the crew to call it an early day. It's looking like a wrap for Jared's cubera quest, but he's got one more day to try and make it happen. The last morning in Panama rolls around, and the crew fills up on breakfast before heading out to give it one last try.
We're gonna run out and see what's biting. So we're gonna go probably fish around the far islands. We'll be out all day, it's gonna be a long day of fishing. You had a great breakfast, so I'm excited about today. Gonna work hard and hope to catch some fish.
The crew gears up and prepares to head off for the last day of fishing in Panama. Fingers crossed that they'll be able to put a cubera in the boat.
So we came here, we're the backside of these islands. We're gonna run all the way out to Hickorita. Inshore fish has been really good. We're out here and we're gonna catch fish. It's gonna be good. Weather looks beautiful. So we'll see what happens. Think of fishing like a desert. You have 95% of the fish and 5% of the water. If you can get to a point, usually there's current coming across there and those fish sit down below the rocks off those current edges of the point, and it's ambush locations. So our plan actually does work. We go to this spot, a cubera comes up on Pat's lure. He misses it. I throw in the same area. I miss the strike because my drag's too light. There's so many things that go into catching these fish because they have hard mouths, because they have powerful bites, because they're strong fish that bite in shallow water and run back for the rocks. You gotta have the right hooks, you gotta have your drag set right, sharp hooks, and a little bit of luck. Just had a cubera come up, my popper, missed him.
Jared and the crew stay persistent, spying a few cubera here and there, but no bites yet.
So right now we're kind of like on a rock hump, and what we try to do is you fish these reefs for cuberas, and you don't really know where they are, so we're just trying to get these cuberas to come up. I don't know how deep it is, probably 30, 40 feet here, and you're just hoping that these fish will eventually just pop up and come to you. We'll see what happens, but we already got a couple fish on the board, got a good lunch in us. Blue jack, he wasn't going nowhere though. A little blue jack, fishing's good.
So far, Jared's pulling in jack after jack.
Horseye jack, new species. I'm not gonna hold them because they got those spines on their tail. New species, another fish. Keep on working.
And while he's excited to be catching fish, he's still waiting for that cubera snapper. Meanwhile, Pat's still struggling to get his first hookup of the day.
Back in the water. Another bluefin. Here he comes. You just toss him. Yeah, let him go. 2 for 2. 2 straight casts, 2 straight fish. Hop to the next spot. I'm the bluefin trevally man. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I've lost my popper. I've missed at least probably 4 cubera bites. I got to regroup, you know, get back on my game and try to get one of these fish. You got him? You got him? Oh, no! You lost everything? We've been fishing kind of back and forth. I've caught a lot of bluefin trevallies and I've had pretty good luck with them. Yeah, that fish was a big fish. Hope he gets one soon. Pat, to this point, really hasn't got lucky. I call it luck because right now we're fishing, we're not catching. So if we keep going, I feel like luck will be on our side.
Hooked up.
Finally, Pat hooks up.
Pretty little trevally. Just got one of these guys to the boat. Hear him grunting. Jared's hooked up right now.
Thanks, man. Same size. 5 fish on the boat, 5 different species. We just need a rooster fish now. I feel like we're so close, yet so far.
Jared pops open his Plano top box and pulls out another one of his jimmy jigs, attempting to feel out what these cubera were looking for.
This one I just kind of reeled fast, and I paused. I wanted to dig, which is possible, and then float up, and dig, and then float up. What I'm kind of doing is like a rattling motion, and on the pause, they'll stop and they'll come get it. There you go.
After a slow start, things were finally starting to pick up for Patrick.
Nice amberjack on the jig. Felt real good to get the line tight. 140 feet of water and the screen is pretty lit up.
Still moving, still grinding. But when I do get one, it's gonna be all worth it. The day's almost over. We fished hard. We've caught bluefin trevally, horseye jacks, jack crevalles. It's been a good day. But like, I feel like after missing these cuberas, after seeing them know they're biting, I just need one more chance. I feel like I'm finally ready. The wind's picking up some. It's really getting rough in some areas. So we cast out on this pinnacle, on this reef. I'm popping. I don't really see the hookup. It happens quick, but it's a strong hookup. And I assume it's another, blue jack or bluefin trevally. But then that's how I'm feeling real big head shakes. And for a moment, just for a moment, I have hope. Blue jack? I'm a blue jack master right now. Ain't no blue jack. Yeah. Once it gets next to the boat, and I actually look in the water, and I see that red surface, I know my dreams come true. It's been a 5-year dream, not a lifelong dream, but it's still. My goal of coming down here and getting that Cubera finally happened, and I want to thank me. Good job to me. But down here 5 years, I deserve this. I got a Cubera. Yes! Cubera. All right, listen, it's been a long time. I fought for this fish. You see his teeth? I finally got one. We're gonna put him back in the water. These fish live for a long time. We don't want to kill him, man, let him go. It's hard to explain how excited I am. It's not a monster. I've definitely caught fish 2 or 3 times that size. But to get this fish to the boat, I worked hard for this. And to me, jigging, popping, that's part of the reward. I guarantee you, most of these spots, if we would have taken a live bait, pitched it on that reef, thrown it up there, we probably could have caught more fish. But I worked for this fish. I worked long and hard. I worked probably 5 years for this fish, and this is my reward. All right, we're gonna put him back in the water. Ate them up, yeah. They have real strong bites. Yeah, those teeth, they dig in real hard at those poppers. Our inshore day is done. I did good, Pat did good, Captain did good. We had a really good day. We came in here, we fished inshore, caught tons of bluefin trevally, hornside jacks, amberjack, got a Cubera on a popper, lost a couple more. We had a great day.
With another impending storm looming, and Jared having fulfilled his goal of catching a Cubera snapper, the crew makes the call to head back in.
So if you guys get a chance, honestly, Panama is amazing. The fishing down there gets better and better every year. I mean, the diversity. So I'll be back. Hope you guys get a chance to do it too. No, would it jump on me?
It might.
If it jumps, I'm gonna run both over right out of this thing.